races to go. The playoffs begin now. It's time to bring the action. Atlanta Motor Speedway, let's go! And McDowell has got his front row motorsports teammate Todd Gilliland tucked in nice and tight behind on the low line. Almost a repeat of 2 races ago at Daytona. Whoa! That's a huge one for Larson. That car just snapped on him and went straight into the wall.
Hold on to it, hold on. Yeah, I don't know if I blew a tire or what.
That just snapped in a split second.
Yeah.
You heard Kyle on the radio, so I don't know if I blew a tire or what. Cliff Daniels has a look of concern on his face, and understandably so. That was purely violent. And thankfully, Kyle is out of the car.
See, he's in the corner. Everything looks normal. Back end comes around, and then it went to the right. Now, it appears to me... Oh, who hit him? Who was that got it? That was Briscoe. 2 playoff drivers.
And fellas, another stark reminder of how thankful we are for the safer barrier.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, my goodness. So there it is, the completion of stage 1 and 4th stage win of this season. 3rd here in the ATL for Ryan Blaney, and valuable playoffs point. And Alex Bowman on the left of your screen in that Ally 48 for Hendrick Motorsports. He is driving like he wants to be a champion. He's got Ricky Stenhouse giving him a nice push at the restart. Austin Cindric in that bright day-glow yellow machine has got his teammate Ryan Blaney pushing him. So Team Penske Fords go 1 and 2 for the time being.
Everybody at this point is just really kind of minding their gas mileage as we see some debris on the front stretch. This may mess the whole thing up, and there it is. Caution's out.
Debris on the front. Debris on the front somewhere.
So just the 2nd racing caution outside of the stage break. Well, that caution actually flowed in from Kyle Larson's caution into the stage 1 break. Now, remember we said going to the break there was some chaos on pit road. Well, several cars were involved. Let's show you a replay, Jeff, of what went down with Tyler Reddick.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick got in his pit box and everything was fine. Gets in there, follows Logano, comes in a little bit deep in his box. Would have been difficult to get around Logano, but when he leaves, 77 car, Carson trying to get in his box, and there's contact, Steve.
There is contact. This comes back to those gas onlys, right? Kind of gets the whole reference off. I think that the Spire car thought the 45 would be in there longer, maybe taking tires. But in the end, I think it's up to the 45 to exit clearly. He kind of exits to the right, and here they are checking the toe. That's what that aluminum piece of materials for. They can align the front and rear tires. We'll have to see if there's any issues on the 45. You see him shaking it around, getting ready to go green.
Pace car leaves the circuit. When they get to the line, there'll be 41 laps to go in the 2nd stage here of the Quaker State 400. On the right-hand side of your screen, it's Austin Cindric. Bowman on the outside.
See Christopher Bell, he also had a penalty. Hitting outside of his box.
Let's get back to it. Teammates working well on that low side. Ryan Blaney pushing Cindric. William Byron has been in and around the top 5 for the majority of this race. Look at on the high side, the 99 of Daniel Suarez, the February winner here in Atlanta. He feels he's got a shot to repeat that victory.
With 41 to go, it is game on, Steve. No fuel saving. Just go get what you can get.
1 more to go in stage 2. It's points gathering here as Logano drops low. So too does Reddick.
Cindric continues to just dominate the front of the field.
Going to be good points.
Oh, contact between the 22 and the 38. 38 sinking, the 22 made it through on the bottom.
And Ty Gibbs says, thanks, I'll take that. I'll grab these stage points. Really good stage points for Alex Bowman as well. But it's going to be max stage points for Austin Cindric, who's now led 90 laps here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What a day. 5th career stage victory, 3rd here at this track. Well done, and it's a Team Penske 1-2 with Ryan Blaney. second in stage 2. All right, get ready to start stage 3. Ross Chastain in the blue. On the right, Michael McDowell, who started this race from the pole. Let's go. Stage 3's underway. Ricky Stenhouse, that predominantly yellow car, that Oscar Mayer machine. The 47 for JTG Doherty Racing. He's had a really solid day. He's got William Byron tucked in behind him. Ty Gibbs in the all-black 54. He, like Truex, made their way through from the back. And Ty's hanging tough at the front. Oh, we got a big crash. And it's John Hunter Nemechek. Down the back stretch. Fourth caution of the day flies. We're only just getting into a rhythm in stage 3.
Yeah, I'm good.
Heavy damage on the 42.
You can see John Hunter is on the top of the racetrack. The 21 of Harrison Burton on the bottom. Harrison starts up the racetrack, but before that happened, John Hunter gets loose. It just comes around on him. Contact in the wall. His day is done.
Very fortunate to slide right across in traffic. I think that was the 51 of Haley, perhaps, trying to recover from that penalty.
It's a big impact right there. That shows you, we keep talking about the drivability of the race cars, and that shows you he was up there all by himself, and it just simply came around on him.
And a lot of issues on pit road. We had the 2, the 9, the 99. Let's see what happens here.
So Suarez is released. Oh boy. Logano comes in. Reddick is there. It's a traffic jam. Suarez got stuck. Watch this. Out comes Corey LaJoie. Chase Elliott's jammed in the middle. Ricky Stenhouse forced onto the grass. Now remember, Ty Gibbs stayed out, and he will lead this field back to green. 80 to go in the Quaker State 400. Let's get back to it. Bubba Wallace on the inside. Ryan Blaney pushing him. Ross Chastain in the mix.
Oh, what a move by Ty Gibbs. Got to the outside of the 23 with that big push off the nose of Chastain.
Now who's going to get the most help? The 1 car appears to have more forward momentum, but the 12 now right to the back of Bubba Wallace.
It's not a championship run. We've got an issue here. Blaney, and then Truex is involved. 2 playoff drivers. Remember, I was telling you about all the playoff drivers who had issues. Add 2 more to it.
I think it's fortunate that that's all that happened in that. That could have been huge.
And Chris Buescher, we were just talking about him earlier. Harrison Burton up high. Noah Gragson's in there.
Yeah, that's behind the accident.
That's Shane Van Gisbergen in the wall, and Haley.
Yeah, that's behind the accident. They were all slowing down. Here's the accident.
The 12 of Blaney, the 17 of Buescher side by side. Oh, the 17 gets loose, comes right up the racetrack, catches the 12 of Blaney right in the left rear. The 12 comes down and catches the 19.
A little bit like we saw with Kyle Larson, where when he got loose, he overcorrected. And honestly, he got saved by that car being on the outside of him.
Yes.
If he hadn't hit that car, he would have. Watch this. So Blaney's on the outside, gets loose. That slowed him down and made it so the back of the car hit the wall. That was a fortunate break for Buescher.
Blaney was riding along. Watch this. He thinks everything's fine, and then all of a sudden.
Not fortunate for him.
Yes.
As the field is coming to green with Kyle Busch, a 2-time winner here in Cup Series competition at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let's go back to racing. William Byron on his outside. Ross Chastain pushing Busch into turn 1 as they swamp Martin Truex. His day goes from bad to worse.
You mentioned the issues for the playoff drivers. Well, who is going to be on the other side? Diff, who's going to capitalize? Who's going to make this take the pressure off the rest of the round? Can it be William Byron or Chase Elliott or maybe Alex Bowman? Remember, a win and you advance.
Well, look, 3 Hendrick Chevys all together. William Byron, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman. They lost their teammate Larson earlier in this race in stage 1.
Hood, 3 wide, losing momentum. It's going to
Caution.
push.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. It's yellow debris.
Whoa. Piece of signage on the track or something has brought out the caution with 11 to go. Where'd it come from? Oh, there it is, way up high on the fence.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Lights are off on the pace car. Ready to go. It will be a 5-lap sprint to determine who wins this Quaker State 400. Are you ready? Who's going to have it?
Ready.
Wow. Did Suarez go too early? As he takes off. Ty Gibbs. Good stuff. He forces his way through. Chris Gale told us they're the best on fuel, and he is on the gas hard. But here comes Suarez being pushed by Logano. Now Suarez to the low side. The winner earlier in the year here in Atlanta feels he's got another good chance. Gibbs comes back. Busch goes on the low side. Watch the 8. 3 wide. Across the line with 4 to go. And there's a caution. Caution is out. And it's Noah Gragson.
As you see what happens, there's a stack up. Looks like the 21 of Harrison Burton got into Cindric and then came down, got the 10, pitched the 10 of Noah Gragson around right here. That's just kind of beating and banging. And Noah gets the worst end of the deal. But as I was saying, that's a run that you wouldn't see at Daytona and Talladega. You would, but it may take 2 miles.
Yeah.
Here in Atlanta, a 1/4 mile. I mean, these cars go from slowing down to speeding up just so quickly.
They know that they're about to see something special, but just how special will it be? Let's go back to racing to finish this one off. Logano and Suarez. How big is that push from Blaney for his Team Penske teammate? And then the Trackhouse boys are working together. Chastain is pushing Suarez. Don't take your eyes off the 20 of Christopher Bell either. First of the Hendrick Chevys is the 48 of Alex Bowman. Logano ahead. Suarez fighting back. Here they come to the white flag. Logano gets another little shove from Ryan Blaney. And the 2 Penske's clear Suarez. But Daniel's not giving up. It's Joey Logano clearly out in front. But is there a late run? Remember how this finished. Chastain into the wall, but he's able to keep it going. Has Suarez got something special like he did in February? They're crashing into the wall. Caution comes out of the checker. They're flying everywhere, and Hamlin is involved. Joey Logano prevails in this first playoff race.
That's how we start the playoff, boys! Yeah!
This is how it all went down, coming to the checkered flag. That was the Chastain hit, first of all, but watch further back.
Well, it continues on with Chastain. Right there, there's contact, and this is where they all get stacked up. Nowhere to go. So I think this is the push gone wrong with the 1.
Yeah, the 9 kind of got caught from whoever was behind him. As you pointed out, pushes kind of stacked up, and then the 47's pushing the 23, who gets turned around, and then the 11 gets into I mean, it's just chaos back there, everybody in the gas.